You are a livestock farmer. Your animal gave birth. The baby does not take the breast milk. What do? I have seen a lot of people go through this experience, and just 2 days ago I received a phone call from someone who was also asking me what they should do whenever the baby doesn't take the breast milk. And this could be as a result of one, maybe the baby doesn't just like taking the mom's breast milk. Maybe when it was giving birth, she tried one or two, it's not suitable for it, so it doesn't want to take again. So if you don't take that, it will die. Another reason is that if probably the mom is dead and then the baby survived, how will you be able to take care of it? This is just the question that a lot of people ask whenever things happen to them. And the solution I want to suggest is that this is an indigenous way that our forefathers have been doing it, and our fathers have been doing it. And I've seen how one of my uncle's animal died, and then he has to take care of the baby. How did they do it? And that is what I want to suggest to you. Number one is that if there are these cowboys or Fulani people in your area, then you have a plus. All you just need to do is to speak with the Fulani person. If he accepts it and is going to be, support you, and you also pay him, he can take care of it. You just need to give it and you're free. You know what he'll be doing? You don't know. He will just get the cow milk, and then they know, like, they are very intelligent in that, and they know ways and means they can do to feed it. And that thing is that you can actually be buying a cow milk from them, and then you will let them teach you how they'll be doing it, and then you'll be feeding your baby sheep or baby cow. These are two things. And the third thing is that, which my uncle taught me, is that if that happens and you don't have any choice of giving the animal or the baby sheep or baby cow to anyone, what you need to do is go and buy nido. Then when you buy nido and you put it into water, then stir it till it becomes, well mixed. If you give it like that, if you give the raw nido to the animal may have a problem. It may be running diarrhea and eventually cause it a health big problem. So when you buy the nido, you have to buy a medication which they see red and yellow. This is an indigenous way. I'm not giving you this advice as a veterinary person or anything, please. And I'm not giving you this based on my position as no. I will always advise you this thing after I shared it and you learn it. See your veterinary officer before you try implementing. I beg you. So you get the needle, then you put it in water, you stir it. You have to get your medication, which they say red and yellow. I don't have it here, but one day I'll post it and you have a look. Red and yellow, this thing, topaye, red and yellow medication. And so you put it inside the tin and then you stir it. So that one, when you feed it with it, you know how we feed it, right? You have to catch the mouth like that, and you pour it inside, and it will enter. You understand? That's how you feed it. So if you succeed in doing it that way, and you put that medication in the milk, the powder, or the needle powder, or the milk powder, and then it wouldn't run. That one is better than just giving it the milk, or better than just giving it the needle. The needle is what my uncle suggested, but I don't know if you can try with milk also. Can buy a milk from a pharmacy shop and then try with it, but I haven't actually tested that. So you can't come and blame me for wrong implementing of this. And besides, as I told you already, these are just 3 options or 3 solutions I've just suggested. 1 is to see a Fulani person and you hand it over to the person. 2, you can do it yourself by buying the medication from Fulani people or the cow people or people who are into livestock farm. You'll be buying the milk from them and then you'll be using it to feed your baby. Number 3 is that you can do it yourself by buying a milk or buying a needle milk powder. Then you pour water into it, you get the red and yellow, and you add and you stir it very well, then you feed it. These are various solutions that you can do, but just know that in all cases it's quite expensive. The only one that is cheap is when you are giving it to the Fulani person, or you give it to him, maybe at the end of the month you pay him some small money. That one is not expensive, you're free. But if you are going to be doing it like you want to be buying it from them, it's expensive. You understand? And then if you are going to be doing it, going to be buying the needle, that one is expensive. But if you don't have an option, you have to choose the one that is right. But before you implement any one of this, please know that this is an indigenous method of surviving your animal when it doesn't take its mother's breast milk. And number 2, you should know that you have to communicate with your veterinary officer before you do that. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for this. And if this is your first time, you kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, The African Farms and Culture. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allow me to talk about my legend, the legend of legends, the Lion King of the land of Africa. If Ghana was a sports car, then Kwame Nkrumah would be the fitter. Yes, beyond the legend of the seeker.